I've interviewed Muhammad Ali on the air when he was still fighting. Ted Williams and Steve Carlton came to a remote in New Jersey, and they in 1991, and never met each other before that remote, and just started talking to each other, and I just loved it. They were just talking baseball, and the people, because of what I've done up at the Hall of Fame. Mike Schmidt actually introduced me to a lot of the Hall of Famers when he got inducted. Great players like Willie Mays, who I got to know. Ted Williams, who I already mentioned. And you go Frank Robinson. You go right down the list of players that, because I'm doing what I'm doing and either did it well enough to have the honor to cover and to talk to those people. It's my son here, Brett, when Steve Carlton, he was, 8 years old when you got your picture taken with Steve Carlton down in Florida, Pete Rose.
The Gretzky picture? You and Gretzky?
Yeah, 5 years old.
That's pretty cool. You're one of the 10 people in life ever talked to Steve Carlton.
Yeah.
He said, he told me you dented his car or something.
Yeah, he let me use his car. I was a kid making $10,000, right, when I was working at the FM station. And back then the players used to have people drive their cars back from spring training rather than put them on a truck and bring them back. So they paid my way down. They paid me to bring it back, and I started driving his car. And when he went on the road, he says, "Yeah, you want to use my car?" I said, "He's got a Benz, right? Guy making $10,000." I'd like to use your car. It was in the parking lot of the Spectrum. I come out after the game, and don't you know, somebody dents the car. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to jump off a bridge, which a lot of people at that time would have been happy with. So when you think
that's just your family.
Yeah. Think about all the things and all the things that I've done and all the events that I've gone to. I've gone to every major event. Covered every major event. It couldn't be better. I watched you choke against the Bulls in the playoffs.
I know.
You're a funny guy.
I'm going to go a little long tonight, and I'm sure Jason won't mind.
I already left.
All right, okay. Our operations manager is in here, and it's down to the final minutes, and I've got something to say to everybody, which I will do. We'll take a little time out, but I'll do it. But I know Andy wants to say, and I don't like goodbye. I'm not retiring, but for this show.
Whatever you do it quick so we can go start drinking.
Okay.
Too late, Charles. We started that about 2 hours ago.
I'm late to the party.
Here's what I want to say. What's hard to tell about you is whether you're mad at somebody or whether you're happy with somebody, because no matter what you are, you call them genius, so you can't figure out whether somebody's got a good idea or a bad idea. I've spent 4 years working with you, and I've never had a bad day. Well, almost.
Bad moments.
Bad moments, but never a full bad day. What we're embarking on today is something that allows you to no longer spend 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, in the studio at WIP, but for all the people who are saying, "I'm going to miss you," they don't have to miss you. You're going to be part of the WIP family. And you'll be doing the Eagles games. You'll be doing the Eagles sideline reporting. You'll be filling in. And I don't know if we're ready to announce that that you're going to be doing a Saturday show, but you'll be doing a Saturday show every Saturday morning for WIP. And so you will be with WIP on a regular basis. Nobody's going to be missing Howard. It's just changed. I know change is difficult for some people to deal with, but it's changed for WIP moving to the FM dial. It's changed for Howard not being 3 to 7 every afternoon, but what remains the same is it's the same great WIP. Howard Eskin is part of the WIP family, and this is just part of a ongoing evolution for Howard Eskin, who will be taking on national challenges, but will also remain part of the WIP family.
I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say it after we take care of it. We still got to pay the bills here on 94 WIP in Philadelphia. And I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to come back and say goodbye. WIP Sports Time is now 7:04.
Sports Radio 94 WIP Sports Update.
Joe Blanton will see his first live game action since May tonight when he throws an inning for Lakewood. The Eagles wrapped up their preseason last night in North Jersey with a 24-14 win over the Jets. Today they released 9 players, including tight end Cornelius Ingram and center A.Q. Shipley. The Eagles kick off their regular season a week from Sunday at 1 o'clock in St. Louis when they visit the Rams.
Charles, appreciate you coming in. It's been a long career, and it's just time to kind of start a new one. And that's what I'm going to do. My son, Brett, who had went through this today, earlier, and he's in, and my daughter came in, Kara, and one of my other sons, Ryan, with his girlfriend. And it's been a party, but, you know, it's one that I hope we have more and more of these to come. But I do want to say, today's a day I never thought that I would be a part of in this business. I think back to WIP 25 years ago this week, and never thought that I'd be on the same station 25 years later when I went on the airways at WIP on August 29th, 1986, with the first sports talk show on the AM side of WIP. Honored, and this is an honor, to do the first sports talk show on Sports Radio 94 WIP on the FM dial. Really, I am honored. It's not just because of me that I'm here. In this period of time, I had millions and millions of listeners. Happy to say I've hung up on somewhere in the neighborhood of over 6,000 people and close to 6,000 sports talk shows. So today, I really do want to thank. I want to thank the nitwits. I want to thank the morons. I want to thank the dopes. I want to thank all of them. I also want to thank all the callers that shared views, although at times different than the ones I had. All of you were really, really important to this part of my career, and we clearly were a part of each other's lives. I will miss you every day. I really will at this time. And when I made this decision to move on to other challenges in this business, possibly on a national level, I'm sorry to say I didn't think about you. So many people had the stories of how they started to listen to me in their teens, which is, when you think back, and I think back on this, is amazing. The people that listened with their dads 15, 20, 25 years ago and have been a part with me along the way. I never realized how much I was a part of people's lives. Those people that told me you were with me every afternoon, and for that reason I'm sad that I'm giving up afternoons in WIP. I'll miss you. To all the athletes, the coaches, the front office people, even if we didn't agree on some issues, I always enjoyed telling you what I was thinking. But I'm trying hard to not say goodbye, because I'm not. I'm here today because of all of you, but clearly I'm here to take on other challenges. I hope the people that shared all the time with me understand, and again want to make the point that I'm not saying goodbye, because I still will be a part of WIP, but so many other adventures as well. I know my mother and my father would have been proud. I know my family is proud as well, and my good friends are happy for me. So for the times I'm with you on Eagles broadcast, the shows I will be a part of with WIP, the times you will share with me on NBC 10 and the national airways that I will be on, we still have plenty of time still to come. And yes, a lot of it, I'm sure, on 94 WIP. So to you nitwits, you morons, and you dopes, and yes, the many, many others, it has been a blast. And for all, a real heartfelt thank you. See you later.
This is the new Sports Radio 94 WIP.
There's just so many people that you got to thank. Brightmeyer, who does the remotes, Tom Kelly, who does the remotes. We've always had fun, and through everything, you want to make sure you say thanks to everybody, and I'm sure I'll work with some of those people, or maybe all those people.
Or work for them someday, you never know. Well, let me just tell you this, before you go running off into the sunset or wherever the heck you're going to have some drinks with Charles or whatever the heck it is. In 1991, I was at Pizzeria Uno.
Wow, I did remotes there
in
too.
King of Prussia.
Yeah.
Having lunch, and you were in there, and I asked you for an autograph from my old man, because when I was in the car with my dad, you were doing nights at the time or something, and me and my dad used to listen. My dad used to yell at the radio, "Get him, Howard!" or "Howard, you're an idiot," when you were rooting for Miami back in the heyday of Penn State and Miami, and we'd curse at the radio together and all that. And I met you on that day, and I never knew that many years later, about a decade later, I'd become a coworker of yours. The foundation that you set for this thing we call sports radio, is very sturdy. This foundation is here, and you're a big part of that. You're a lot of the blocks that are part of the foundation of this now format, which nobody at that time knew would ever last more than a week, let alone years, let alone turn into what it's turned into now. So for all the radio people that are in sports radio, we thank you, because you are one of the forefathers of this great format, a format that when you think nothing's going on, you think, I'm going to go into work next week, and what the hell am I going to talk about? And then on Easter night, Donovan McNabb gets traded, and everything goes into a tailspin. On a lazy August evening when there's an Eagles preseason game, and the Eagles acquire a guy named Mike Vick. You just never know when any of that stuff's going to happen. You never knew. Yep. You never knew on a baseball game in July when somebody would throw a perfect game. You never knew when the triple play would happen. But that's the thing about sports radio. That's the thing about sports that you never know. You don't know. That's why we watch. That's why we live this. And waking up every day and hearing you every afternoon has been a pleasure. And I have nothing but great words for you. Congratulations on what you've achieved, and good luck going the rest of the way. We, as an audience, me as a fan, and sports radio as an industry, has a large debt of gratitude to you, and thank you for that.
Thanks. It's I can't say it's all been fun, but 99% of it's been fun. But it's sometimes it's a business that has some pressure, and you understand that. But I don't remember all those things. I think about the other things that I've enjoyed for so many years, and will continue to enjoy, just in different capacity, in different way. And it's just
well, the good news is it was all done with passion. That's what it comes down to.
That's
all
important.
done with passion.
All right, Jason, thanks, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you. And again, thanks.
Just don't call me to complain anymore, all right?
I won't.
What's the matter with you?
Thanks to all the people. I appreciate every one of them.